my beautiful wife, making her long-awaited New Heights debut. Please welcome Mrs. Kylie Kelce.
Come on down.
She's coming. She's coming.
Here we go.
She said she's coming. Maybe she's not coming.
This is electric.
Kylie Kelce!
Woo! Kylie,
I'm being forced to do
She's
this
here!
against my will.
Oh my gosh. Well, when the people ask, you have no choice. You have to come
we're
on.
going to get
Thanks
to
for joining,
a
Kai.
very,
Of course.
we're going to get to a very stimulating conversation. But before we do, we're going to get to some new news to start this thing off. Kylie, as you know, because you listen to all of our episodes because you're our biggest fan, why don't you hit us with the new news?
I thought I get to do it after you guys do.
Yeah, Jason, don't act like this is your first time.
Well, we
Hit
do
it.
that mostly because
Please.
people don't know what they're doing. But if you know what you're doing,
No,
you
we
just kinda do it.
don't.
Oh, I don't hear it from
start
upstairs
it up,
every week.
Jason.
New news.
New news.
New news.
Okay.
I was expecting better. I'm not going to lie. All
It's
right.
all right. God, how many times do you hear new news on a daily basis?
Well, the problem is that if it gets kicked off in our house, then it happens the rest of the day.
do you mean?
Because Wyatt will start,
Wyatt.
and then Ellie will start, and then they'll do it back and forth to each other for a while.
I think, do you ever hear new news out and about? From
No, I don't.
That's a
No,
shame.
you don't. Oh my
Maybe you will
gosh,
now.
I hear it everywhere. Yeah, you just set yourself up because now you're
Yep.
going to hear it every single day.
No, thanks.
More than you already do.
Yeah, no, that was actually pretty fun coming out to training camp. All the training camp practices we had out here in KC. We'd come down the hill and I would just hear everything: little kids, grown-ups, everyone just screaming new news. And it was, I was like, man, everybody really listens to this freaking show from the kingdom, man. It's wild.
Yeah.
And that blew my mind that you don't hear it, Kai. I thought they would have been screaming at you left and right.
Trav, I'm not a 6'3", 290-pound, or 6'5", 6'6". What
You're
I'm not like
you're 6'2" at least. And everyone knows who you are.
give or take 3 inches. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, the new news we have to start with is obviously we have a documentary coming out about our family,
Yes.
all three of our families, called Kelce on Amazon. That's going to be dropping here on the 12th, I think. I hope it's the 12th.
It
Hope I
is
didn't just
definitely
mess
the
it up.
12th.
Okay. So, yeah, I thought we'd maybe start with that, and then we'll get to wherever else this
Yeah.
conversation
What
goes.
was your initial reaction when Jason told you he was doing a documentary about himself? Were
It's
you
not about
like,
myself.
wow,
Did you not just hear me, Travis? It's about our family.
this is a question for Kylie.
It says Kelce because we are all Kelces.
I am a
And then it
Kels.
also says a football family is
Don't tell
a
me what
football
my name
story.
is.
I was perfectly fine with it. I was very supportive until Jason came home the one day and said, "Oh, I spoke to the production crew, and they said that you will need to be interviewed." And I said, "Turns out, no, I'm good." And then I got roped into it anyway. So
Yep.
She was
Hope
always,
you
she's
enjoy
always
it.
supportive.
This is
She's always
very similar to how I got Jason in on Catching Kelsey. Remember
I do
that?
remember that.
You
Yeah,
remember
I do.
that? Yeah, I was like,
That
hey,
was
Jason,
early.
I'm doing this
That
show.
was early on.
Hey, dude,
I
you
didn't have to be convinced about that. I was all in on the catching Kelce. The moment you said there's 50 girls from 50 states competing to date you or whatever the final prize
You
was.
better throw it in reverse, sir. We were already dating. You better throw it in reverse, sounding that excited about 50 girls from 50 states being in one spot.
I wasn't dating them. I was just excited to see it happen.
You heard that, right? I will say, watching what was the stadium that the starting thing?
USC Stadium, Coliseum.
Yes, I will say, sitting in the stands and watching that debacle unfold was
It's funny.
that was
It was freezing, and all these girls were out there in
T-shirts.
like T-shirts or
tied up like Britney Spears crop tops.
Yeah, and they were just shivering in between takes.
Yeah. That was fun, Trav.
The one girl was crying, and everybody assumed watching the show she was crying because she got eliminated.
Yes.
But she was really crying because she was so
She's
cold.
being forced to stay outside when it was freezing. She didn't even want to be on the show.
Was that not Alaska? And it was just, I feel like it was Alaska because
I
we were
think it
laughing
was.
I think
really
it was
hard
Alaska.
about how cold.
Gosh, Kai, you were really
Alaska
into
was.
catching Kelce. You remember what states everybody was from?
I
It said
only
it on
remember
her
being there in
shirt.
person.
That was electric. Yeah, what a time. Let's all forget about it. Did you enjoy being in front of the camera, Kai?
No.
What? You didn't enjoy this? Well, everybody.
No, I'd
everybody's
prefer
going to see you. And
I prefer to be behind the scenes.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
Well,
Part of the reason why I'm emphasizing that I'm here against my will.
well, I'm glad you came on. I think I speak for everyone when when I say it's long overdue. What was your favorite experience about the whole thing, about the whole documentary?
I would say the production crew that we worked with, Don and Sheena, and then the crews that they brought in. We had some reoccurring people. The sound guy, Jeff, was awesome. Jeff. Yeah, he was with us at the Super Bowl. There were just like a number of people who sort of came in regularly by the end of it. And it was kind of nice. We got to catch up every time they were here and just chat. And so it felt far more comfortable at the end than it did at the beginning. Yeah,
we ended up using the team that we kind of agreed to do this with 2 years ago, Don and Sheena, husband and wife, and then they have a company called 914 Productions, but they're local to Philadelphia, obviously Eagles fans. It was it fit in really well, and I think it really made doing all the shots and being as open as possible. It made it a lot easier working with them and their whole crew and staff. It was easy to just kind of be ourselves and be as authentic as possible.
I also just keep saying, like, if nobody watches it, it's okay. It's just the most expensive home video ever made.
I mean, we had home videos with Dad, but Don and Sheena do a much better job than Dad.
Way better. They actually keep the camera on the action.
And they don't record over it with old episodes of Law and Order. So.
Poor Ed.
Just got to know how these guys get caught. Who was the biggest diva on set? Was it Jason? Jason had to be the biggest diva through this entire thing. He made an entire season about him. Tell us how big of a diva he was.
Please.
Seriously, tell us. I don't think
anybody's a diva. If anybody's a diva, it's Wyatt. Wyatt's a diva.
I was trying to find a nice way to say our dramatic 3-year-old is definitely the one who takes the cake on being a diva.
She's a princess in my eyes.
But she takes pride in that. Yeah.
Is diva just another word for princess? What does a diva stand for? What's the root?
Hold
on, I'm going to do something.
Look it up. Look it up. Here we go. How often does he use his search engine?
Goodness gracious. I would estimate 30 minutes would be his maximum before his thought just takes him back to Google. His train of thought.
Well, Jason, I could tell you this right now. A diva is not a princess. It's like a famous female opera singer.
Yeah, it's just a famous singer, it looks like.
Yeah, I know more than you. Typically used for a woman. In this case, it was used for Jason in his documentary. I didn't watch a single second of Catching Kelce. I can't wait for you guys to sit there and just watch the entire documentary, which is going to be 10 times better than any show I've ever been on. I know I'm excited to watch it. I know the 92%ers are excited to watch it. And just by the trailer alone, Kylie looks like the superstar she is. And Jason, you look just confused on whether you should keep playing football or not.
It's just the movie is just should have said being called Kelce, just be called Confusion.
Kelce premieres on September 12th exclusively on Prime Video. We all can't wait to see it, guys. Let's talk some Eagle autism. You do a lot of work on behalf of the Eagles Autism Foundation and also got us involved in the cause. Can you share a little bit about why this cause means so much to you, Kai?
Yeah. I feel a little bit like a broken record at this point, but I had a neighbor growing up who's more like a brother than a neighbor. His name is Tim. Now our girls call him Uncle Tim. When I was growing up, he called me and my sister sisters, my mom his girlfriend, and my dad the boss. So Tim was a constant. And because of the time of my life that I met him, it was just sort of second nature to interact with him. And it never really registered with me that, we were interacting with someone who was on the spectrum. So when I got a little bit older and realized, how impactful it was to have Tim in my life and to understand autism on a personal level, in the way that having Tim did, It helped me decide on a career after college. I went to work one-to-one with individuals who had special needs. And shortly thereafter, we started a family and then stepped in for the Eagles Autism Foundation, volunteering first and then in a little bit more of an official capacity now. But I just feel passionately that the Eagles Autism Foundation they are doing their absolute best to impact the autism community through programs, through research. Every single dollar donated goes back to the autism community. So it's
That's
not,
awesome,
they're very transparent about how your money's being used. And the programs and research are chosen through a very, very selective process. And it's built on the passion of Jeffrey because of his experience with his brother, who is on the spectrum. So I'm really grateful that Jeffrey felt passionate enough to send the Eagles philanthropic focus into this direction.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also grateful that they allow us to be as involved as we can be
That's
year
awesome.
after year, because they really are doing amazing work.
Well, I'll tell you what, all the events that you guys throw to raise these funds look absolutely like they are just an absolute blast. I get the pleasure of joining the one in Seattle. Unfortunately, I had to leave early this year, but it's always just so much fun. And you guys also have the 10-mile bike ride, correct?
That's the Eagles Autism Challenge.
Ooh, nice.
There's actually more than just a 10-mile bike ride. It's a 5. You can either do a
Let's
10-mile
see if he
bike.
knows this.
You can do 10-mile bike, 5K. Well, it was 30, but there used to be a 60. I didn't know which one
50.
we took down. 50.
He's
So
scrambling
you can't
right
do
now.
the
Keep
50
going.
anymore. But there's still a 30-mile
Just
bike
trust it,
ride.
Jason. Just trust it. And
And
just send it.
I'm not going to lie. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. The 10-mile bike ride, you're riding in the streets of Philadelphia, but most of the people aren't like experienced bike riders. So like there's cars all over the place.
We used to have.
Dude, I watched Howard
we used
Eskin
to have-
almost die. Just like he's on the radio, talking on the radio. He's on the radio doing a radio spot, the king of sports media.
This
Yeah.
is not good.
And this dude is talking on the radio, runs right through a red light, like not even thinking twice. Cars have to slam on their brakes. And then later in the race, he
It's
like
distracting.
almost got hit.
Everyone knows it's illegal to be on the radio and drive a bike. You're not supposed to be
Well, it's
doing
not even,
that.
it's just that the fact is like most of the people riding the bikes are doing it for a good cause. But because there's so many cars out on the street, it's not like you're just riding your bike through the park. Like you're on Broad Street in Philadelphia. There's going to be some cars. And we changed the route this year, I think, for that reason, to
Yes.
try and make it less vehicular manslaughter friendly.
Jeez. Jason. Oh my God.
Well, that'd be smart.
Sorry.
That's a good thing. This is
So
a good thing, Kylie. This is a good thing.
So this year, for that exact reason, we got together with our production company who helps put the route together, and also Philadelphia Police Department and like the city officials to figure out a way to solve this problem. And
And then AJ Brown almost got hit by a car.
he was on Instagram Live.
He was on Instagram.
If there's anybody that can get hit by a car and be okay,
There is a trend. All the people that have been almost struck by vehicles have been on some type of media. AJ Brown was on Instagram Live when he almost got hit by a car this
To
year.
be clear, all of this feedback is coming from a guy who at some point called me and said,
I get lost every year. I have to find my way back to the
what road is the way back? He is the only one who gets lost. The only one.
Travis knows this hits a little too close to home. I've never
because
been
he
given
got-
directions
This
around.
is so
I
fucking
still remember the
gold.
story
Oh my gosh.
about when he got lost 2 blocks from home and had to go knock on someone's door to call your
blocks.
dad. 2 blocks.
It was over on S-
Call
2
your dad and be like,
blocks.
hey, dad, I don't know how to get home.
And he was at a friend's house that he goes to a lot.
He was like 13.
I was not 13.
He was in high school. I'm telling you.
So anyways, yeah, if you're looking to support a bunch of families and a great foundation, or if you just want to roll the dice and see a bunch of exciting events where people almost get hit by vehicles, come on down and participate in the Eagles Autism Challenge.
No.
This is awesome.
We can cut all this out. It's fine.
Yeah, obviously.
So there's the Eagles Autism Challenge, which we just talked about, and then the Team 62 fundraiser out in Seattle. that this year raised $380K alone just this year.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
the part of.
We actually got up into the 400s, I believe,
Oh, really?
Wow.
because of a few things that rolled in after the fact. But yeah, the OD again. We love it there.
Those shorebirds. Oh, man.
Yeah, and everyone comes feeling generous, and they help us crush our previous year's record. So
Feeling generous is pretty funny because really it's just everybody comes up there thirsty and ready to drink.
That's right. Yeah, have a little fun. But I mean, but it's not even just that.
Everybody
day.
at
You
the
know,
shore
there's-
is spending their money on alcohol and Rita's. That is it. It's those two things. And
the Rita's
that's
is
why
free.
everyone keeps coming back.
Rita's is free. The Rita's is free at the event.
All right now.
But it's more than just the people. Like we had so many sponsors, and Kylie and Ryan, the head of the Eagles Autism Foundation, they do so much work setting up different sponsorships, different corporate donors that have like different things at the event. A lot of my teammates came out this year. This is the most amount of Eagles players we've had at the event. So I mean, there was a lot of support from a lot of people this year. So we did not expect anything like that. I don't think it's crazy how much money it's raised.
That's how you know you guys are doing it right.
Honestly, Brian does a really good job of, she says that it's add water and stir. So a good example is we have
Kool-Aid.
I guess we have,
Don't forget that sugar now.
we have Radiothon coming up
right,
that,
Why doesn't Kool-Aid come with the sugar in it? I feel like
Jason,
they're
let Kylie
skimping on the
talk.
ingredient. Oh, sorry. Have we ever had
asking
Kool-Aid?
me? No.
You've never had Kool-Aid ever?
You said, have we ever had Kool-Aid?
I did say that. We've never had Kool-Aid.
We do not have Kool-Aid in our home right now.
Does Whole
But
Foods sell Kool-Aid?
You got Wyatt's never had Kool-Aid?
This is a crime. We need to change this.
She is
know what
way too
Travis
old
is
not
coming
to have
in with.
had Kool-Aid. Yeah, I'm about to come through like the Kool-Aid
to
man.
be fair,
Just
she
knocking down
She had
walls.
accelerator.
she would house. No, she has not.
What? What did he just say?
He said she's had accelerator.
You cannot get caffeine to kids.
Plant-based thermogenics.
That'll help her stay awake for 5 days straight.
I don't really know where to go from here.
Just close it out.
Please.
Just close out that
Please.
section.
No. We're just getting started, guys.
Please.
That's only
That was the
I'm
first.
done now?
That was the
that
first
is
segment.
the
You got
first segment.
10 more
that
segments.
probably
to go.
should have taken 10 to 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ. This is making it abundantly clear why when I'm like, oh no, they'll be done 4 hours from now, and I still can't get a fucking answer from Jason to be like,
The stadium lights had faded and the roar of the crowd was now a distant memory. Yet Travis Kelce's journey was far from over. As the Kansas City Chiefs season concluded with a jarring loss to the Las Vegas Raiders, the city held its breath, waiting on the word from their legendary tight end. Would this be the finale of an era, or just another chapter in a story that has electrified football fans for over a decade? In the aftermath, Travis found himself in a rare moment of quiet. No pads, no helmet, just a man reflecting on the thunderous ride that has been his NFL career. 13 seasons, 3 Super Bowl rings, countless highlight reels, and a reputation as one of the most dynamic players to ever step on the gridiron. Yet, behind the accolades and confetti, there's a side to Kelce that fans rarely see. The human who wonders what comes next when the cheers subside. On the latest episode of the New Heights podcast, the world tuned in expecting answers. What they got was a window into the mind of a man at a crossroads. Travis wasn't ready to announce his retirement, and he wasn't ready to commit to another season either. Instead, he peeled back the layers, revealing the exhausting demands of the game, the physical wear and tear, and the constant push to meet impossible expectations. There's a rhythm to the NFL offseason that only those inside its walls can truly understand. Exit meetings, handshakes, uncertain glances. For Travis, the routine was familiar, but this year, the questions loomed larger. He spoke candidly about the need for rest, not just for his body, but for his mind. The grind of a season that stretches 18 or more weeks can break even the strongest, and Kelce knows his legacy is secure. But what drives someone who's already reached the pinnacle? That's where things get interesting. For Travis, the love of the game still burns. It's the camaraderie, the adrenaline, the sense of purpose that comes with donning the red and gold. Yet, there's another side to life calling to him. He's engaged to Taylor Swift, one of the world's biggest pop stars, and the prospect of time away from the relentless NFL spotlight is suddenly more appealing than ever. Family, travel, maybe even a few lazy mornings without a 6 a.m. workout. The possibilities are endless, and that uncertainty is both thrilling and terrifying. His brother Jason, never one to shy away from a tough question, pressed him for clarity. Would this be it? Could this be the moment Travis hangs up his cleats for good? But Travis deflected, not out of avoidance, but because he genuinely doesn't know. That's the magic of this moment. The suspense, the open-ended future. Chris Jones, the Chiefs star defender and Travis's close friend, has his own opinions. He boldly declared that Kelce would return, and while the optimism is infectious, only Travis knows what he's truly feeling. He's not about to make promises he can't keep, not to the team, not to fans, and not to himself. Instead, he's embracing the unknown, choosing to step away and let time do its work. For fans, this limbo is agonizing. Every tweet, every post, every sighting of Travis is analyzed for clues. Will he train like a man preparing for another season, or will he settle into a new rhythm, one that doesn't involve the roar of Arrowhead Stadium? The speculation is endless, and it's this uncertainty that makes his story so captivating. Because beneath the surface, Travis Kelce's legacy isn't just about stats and trophies. It's about the way he's elevated the tight end position, the way he's made football fun again for an entire generation of fans, and the way he's handled fame and fortune with a smile and a sense of humor. Off the field, his relationship with Taylor Swift has turned him into a tabloid fixture, but those who know him best see a man who remains grounded, loyal to his family and his roots. As the weeks pass, the NFL world will keep watching, waiting for the Instagram post or podcast announcement that will finally reveal his decision. Will he return for a 14th season, hungry for another ring, or will he step away at the top, choosing to exit on his own terms? One thing is certain. Whatever Travis Kelce decides, his impact will linger. The echoes of his laughter in the locker room, the memory of his game-winning catches, and the inspiration he's given to countless young athletes won't fade with the next draft or the next season. For now, all anyone can do is wait and wonder, because in the world of sports, it's the stories that make us care, the possibilities that keep us coming back, and the legends like Travis Kelce who remind us that sometimes the greatest plays happen off the field.